Welcome to Prenatal Toddler Yoga using props. So when doing yoga with toddlers, whether you have props or not, it's important to remember to take their lead. They will mimic you, but sometimes you must mimic them. So if they sit on their bottoms with their feet wide, try that too. Then you can start introducing new tools and props to make it a little more fun. And by grabbing one and opening it, such as a strap, they can follow your lead. And then you could do stuff with the strap. You can stretch up and back and come up again. And some days are just maybe a little too many distractions for that toddler to go. But realize that with consistency, they are learning. Even though they may not do every pose and follow you every time they see you do it, they're learning. So keep it up. And you can encourage it, but sometimes they're just not going to want to do it. There may be someone walking in, walking out. So you keep it up, and they will follow. Just keep coming back. Remember, consistency. So one day may not be their day, just like us as adults. So try it another day. Keep bringing those props out, and they will eventually, start using them. And if they want to bring a baby doll to practice, let them bring the baby doll. It's perfect practice for us who are pregnant when they welcome the new baby in. So again, start with a strap, right? And sometimes they'll want your strap, and that's okay. So you ask them if they can have their strap, and chances are they'll want to share or they may not. Who knows, right? One day at a time. So once you both get your strap in and you've been doing this for a few days in a row, you can really try to use the strap. They may want to use a different prop at first, such as a ball. So balls are pretty cool because you can stand up and stand on a ball. It's good for our feet, especially when walking a lot, releases a lot of tension. So these little balls, whether it's a tennis ball or a racket ball, are really nice on the bottom of our feet. So to get our babes and toddlers to do it too is just wonderful practice for their balance and coordination. They may not have as much tension as we do, but they sure can use the extra balance and coordination practice. And boy, does it help, and is it wonderful to see it happen. So just make sure that you do both sides and encourage them to do the same, as balance in everything, including each sides of our bodies, is super important. So back to the strap. Earlier we tried to stretch up and back, and this time they may surprise you and join in, right? And stretch up and back and forth, and it's just so good to open our chest, especially if we've been carrying and lifting toddlers a lot. So we just want to encourage it, and we want to show them how and make it fun and keep smiling. Once you're done with the strap, you can try other things as well. You can come back to a seated position. You can let them kind of lead the way, what prop they want to mess with. You may want to try a push-up position or getting on all fours. Let them lead and you lead and mimic each other to come into your perfect poses. The poses that make you feel good, make you feel stronger. And if they take one foot in front, you take one foot in front. But just make sure you're doing both legs to create and sustain that balance. Now, one other favorite pose is a butterfly, right? We take both soles of our feet together. And this one we can practice lifting those hands up and down. And if we start when they're really young, going up and down with our hands, they'll really enjoy doing so repeatedly because they're so used to it. And sometimes they may even surprise you and lift them up themselves, in which case you follow their lead. Yoga with a toddler is not just teaching the toddler, but allowing that toddler to teach you as well. So again, you can change it up. You can stretch both feet in front. This is another great one to use the strap, wrapping it around both of our toes, especially if we're pregnant. We want to try to keep that spine more straight than curved. So once you get a handle of it, help your toddler get it around their feet, and then, pull back on those feet and feel that stretch while keeping that spine straight. You know, it could be even a game, up and down, up and down. You may decide, hey, let's take 1 foot at a time, up and down, and see if they're able to too. This is great practice for their coordination, for their balance. So again, just make sure that you give each foot a turn as you play with that strap, as you move your body. And it doesn't have to be perfect for either of you, just fun. And when you're ready, stick out that tongue, another toddler favorite. We call it lion's breath, but really it's just as easy as sticking out the tongue. And remember to come back to your prayer hand positions and give a little namaste every so often. Now, special note, this was Gunner's first namaste I caught on film, so this is extra special moment for us, and I was so touched when I saw him do it. And then he continued and wanted to do a little more yoga, this time running around with wide arms, and I just let it. So once you get a little routine going, things you do every time, going up, down, push-up position, you'll find that the toddler becomes more and more engaged and actually starts leading the practice. So this time he's bringing out blocks. Blocks are some of his favorite, and I encourage you to get some in your own home. Not only are they, good to sit on as we're pregnant to lift those sit bones, but they also are fun to stand on to encourage our balance and to keep our balance up. So both feet for a toddler is good balance, both feet for a pregnant woman is good balance, and if we want to try 1 foot at a time, if we're feeling really stable, that's another great idea. Go for it. There's nothing stopping you. Just make sure that you give each foot a turn. I like to sit on my block in the squat position. That's super good for pregnancy. Now, my son and most toddlers don't have any problem in that squat position, so they're, it's easy peasy, but for me, I like to use that block as support. But again, I follow my son's lead as he wants to come back up and stand on that block. 1 foot and then the other, right? Taking turns, smiling, make it playful. It's not, it's not this routine that's going to be the same every day. It's just like these babes, take their lead and offer different examples, suggestions, but overall keep it fun, keep it light, keep it safe. So, they may get tired of the block and want to move to something else, or they may say, hey, we're not done with this block, mama, you can stand up on your block please, because we are not done. In which case, why not, right? They're practicing yoga. It's the sweetest thing to see them move their body in the most present way possible. So continue. I encourage you to get straps, balls, blocks, anything that can be playful and movement, and start using them. And they'll get used to it. Now, you can, of course, try to introduce new poses, maybe a forward bend, and maybe they'll do it with you, and maybe they won't. It's not... there is no right or wrong when it comes to toddler yoga. It's about having fun, it's about making connection, and it's about instilling something that they can take with them for the rest of their lives. So let them lead the way. They may want you to keep doing the same thing over and over, just like their favorite book. They have you read, and the more that you can play with it, the more that you can enjoy it, it's a happy opportunity for both of you. So jumping, they may get more energetic as your practice goes on. So take their lead, continue doing it, stay safe, and have fun. And remember to smile. Smile produces, more endorphins, which just makes our day that much brighter. And come back to that namaste whenever you get a chance, and see if they'll do it too. Of course, flying and balancing on one leg could be fun. Just shaking those arms out can be really liberating. So try it. Try different things. And once they like something, do it a couple times. And then come back and follow their lead. The more that you do your yoga practice in front of them, the more they'll want to practice with you. So remember that consistency. You can't just do this once and expect them to do everything with you. You have to just be consistent day after day, and some days they'll surprise you and want to keep going, and other days, no, they don't want anything. They've had enough. You might find yourself adding a little bit of jogging and running to your yoga practice. Toddler energy is super energetic and that's okay. That's fun. Use the yoga mat as a base and let them, lead you into your practice, and keep smiling. And you may want to sit down and take a break, especially if you're growing a baby, a human. But that babe, that toddler, he may have some ideas of his own, which is totally okay. So try it. There's nothing you can do that's wrong. You can try some of what we did with the blocks and the straps and the balls. You can get your own props. You can use blankets. The most important thing is to have fun, to smile, and to realize that this is everything. This is life. Enjoy. So thank you for watching. And namaste. Have a wonderful day.